Hey Lena, I'm just about to dig into something that's going to kill me with digital marketing. So I sort of saw your question, so I thought I'd shoot you a quick video. Excuse my pajamas. This is my work uniform now. Without getting into my whole story, I met Amanda I started working with her. I found her through Danelle. I was following Danelle, and I messaged Danelle and I said, can you put me in touch with these? Because she always talked about her Aussie business partners, and started working with Amanda. And I was network marketing was my thing, and I hated it, and I had no passion. And anyway, long story short, it didn't take me long to realise don't know why I didn't think that social media was my thing, because I've always been passionate about it. I've always studied it since I've been in network marketing for 7 years. And I was actually in the middle of doing a course, which I'll link you to, so through Social Media College. It was $1,600. I worked for housing at the time, and because they were sort of getting rid of a lot of us, they were paying for us to do courses. So the government paid for my social media course. It was really good. They've also got a diploma, which is about $8,000, I think. I think it's the only proper qualification for social media in Australia. But the support's really good. There's a Facebook group, and still now, like, I'm helping other students, but I ask questions and the teachers help me, like, for $1,600. It was really, really good. So so that's sort of how I got into it. I was hating on my job. I had really high blood pressure, anxiety. I just used to cop a lot of abuse working for housing and stuff. And it got to the point back in April, I think I was that sick. I just walked in and quit. And I had actually only had one client at the time, a local butcher, and then I got two straight away. And now I've just taken on like Liquor Warehouse in Queensland, that's a big gig. It's like $3,000 a month. But I do outsource a lot of that. So I'll link you to the company that I did the course with. With digital marketing, I'm also inside this awesome paid course group. Blessed, and I fell into that through someone in the college as well. These two guys are the top of their game. Their teaching is everything. I think I pay it's $140 a month. I'm not good at, this is messenger marketing. I'm not good at building the bots. I've tried, but we all work together, and so you can always get someone to do the builds and that for you. But I'm really passionate about where digital marketing or messenger marketing is heading. I'm not sure if they're taking new members. I could find out for that, but I'm guessing if you just quit your job, you're not going to be wanting to go into a lot of groups. But if you did want to get into digital marketing, this would definitely be, I would recommend the group to go into. Who do I follow to keep up with all the things? I listen to every single time in the car I'm walking. I listen to podcasts. So Social Media Examiner. I'm also a paid member of Social Media Society, which is their social media group, which I think was $400 for the year or something. There's certain things I think that you've got to pay for to stay up with the game. And Social Media Examiner, Michael Stelzner, they're the leaders as far as keeping you up with all that stuff. Perpetual Traffic is another podcast I listen to. Gary Vaynerchuk, he was the one that pushed me to get started, because he was sort of saying, don't wait for everything to be perfect, just execute. Outsourcing. So the gig I've got with Liquor Warehouse Queensland, they've got 5 stores, and we're probably getting another one. Cheers. And because I'm not good at the digital, I'm not good at a lot of things. I'm project managing, basically. I'm not good at, I haven't got a graphic. I can't make pretty designs. I can use the tools and stuff, but I just haven't got that visual thing. So I'm working with an agency in Pakistan. So just between you and I, to give an example, I'm charging Liquor Warehouse $3,000 a month to manage their social media, and he's pretty much doing it all. He's doing all the content creation, the scheduling, the ads. When we charge extra for the ad creation as well, 15% of their ad spend, and he's costing me $600 US. So I think it's about $710 or something. So yeah. Otherwise, I pretty much outsource anything that I can through Freelancer if there's things to do. Anything that I used to try and do it all. I used to try and learn it all, and I just found that it's better to spend the money and get it done. So yes, when you need, I'm just reading your questions. How do you find good, reliable, trustworthy contacts? There's a Facebook group, so I'll link you to all these things. There's a Facebook group, Social Media Managers. That's a pretty good place to ask questions into. I think there's like 30,000 people in there. How did you know it was for me? I'm so passionate about it. I think the fact that I just eat and breathe, and I don't know. I've just when I first I was an early adopter of Facebook, so I was on there a couple of years before my friends and things started coming on. And I remember when I first saw Facebook, someone that was going overseas suggested I get on it, and I saw it, and I was just blown away that you could keep in touch with all these people that you went to school with and people that you would never ever be in contact with. And I remember actually saying to my girlfriend, I'm like, oh, if only there was a way to make money off this. And side note, I had an invention, or I have got an invention you might have seen. It's a stubby holder. I'm a beer drinker. It's called the beer gauge. So I've patented that and trademarked it. The holes are so you can see like what level your beer's up to. So I went to do a course to learn how to market that, an Amy Porterfield course online. And while I was in there, I got sidetracked. I met a network marketer and ended up in the network marketing business, and the stubby holder fell by the wayside, and I went down a rabbit hole for years of that. So, network marketing taught me a lot about personal development, and, it taught me a lot of stuff. But all the way along, because I'm very coachable. And I guess I always like to try and overachieve. So that's why I was always listening and learning how to keep up with social media. So that's sort of how I got into it. Ironically, now that I'm home full time, I've sort of done a relaunch with the beer gauge, and it's on Amazon, and I've got a couple of sales, and it's looking like it's going to go well too. So it's all just falling into place. I feel like I haven't spoke to anyone like this since I quit my job. I just feel so happy. Amanda has taught me so much, like the little things. Like I would have way underpriced my services, but even from the Go team now, just learning, not to undervalue yourself. And that's something that's really hard to do, and that Amanda has had to really work with me on. Like I did a training call the other day, and I charged $350. And I did about an hour's prep work, and then the call went for an hour and a quarter. And I told them they can send me some messages and stuff, but still it's pretty good money. But then I thought, but they're paying for my knowledge, like for my years of training and being on podcasts and things. So, how did I approach my first client? It was funny. John went into the local butcher at Taree, and he must have started talking to him, and he came home and he said, Fred wants to speak to you about his social manager. And I just thought that was really cute, because when I was a network marketer, he never talked about what I did. He never came home and went, Fred wants to buy some of your weight loss coffee. So, they sort of backed me, and I've had really good results. I guess I'm quite a bit of a natural at what I do. It's just because I'm so passionate about it, I guess. But where things are heading, what the bigger picture is, because it was just about, I've replaced my income already. And I seem to have lots of little things going on, and I'll work with Amanda again, probably one-on-one, and we're going to an event in a few weeks, actually, Gary Vee and Grant Cardone, and see what's next. Digital marketing, really, I think that's the future, and I really think these guys that we're working with, they just built a bot out for the messenger marketing, the platform for Tony Robbins. They sold... It did 2 million in sales in the first minute or something. It was insane. It's like the most famous bot ever built. And I happened to be in the paid group with them. They live in Bali. One guy's English and one guy's French. And so they took me to lunch, me and John to lunch while we were over there recently. Awesome guys. And so what they're doing is they're teaching us, we're doing a boot camp. So that's what I'm just about to do. I've got to set up a website, and I'll share everything that we're doing with you. And then they've linked us into this great they get us lots of like bulk deals too. So we've got this client finder program. That's not going to show you anything. So it's $15 a month, and I just type in, like, because I'm going to niche on gyms for this particular project, gyms in Wollongong, and it just brings up like 300 and something gyms with all their website URLs, LinkedIn, Messenger, phone number. It tells you if they've got the Facebook Pixel installed. It's like, it's really good stuff. So what they provide us is really good. So it's sort of like, because there's lots of people in here that are really tech savvy that can build the bots, and there's lots of people that are great salespeople. And I go, well, I'm just not. I can just recognise a good idea when I see one. So, and everyone sort of helps. So that's about it. So yeah, from that first client that was a butcher, we had great results. It's really easy once you know what you're doing to get results, because no local businesses can do social media because they don't know what they're doing and none of their posts get seen. So it's not hard to reflect that you're getting really good results. So then I decided to, when I wanted to quit my job, I approached a few other local butchers, and I got another one in a nearby town. And then I just got recommended to a hairdresser. But I won't take on any, really don't, because they're $450 a month, and it's not much work for me now. But, you know, I can't say, I'm trying to think what I can outsource, like, because you can get a VA from the Philippines for $4 or $5 an hour, and they do a lot of good work. But I can't see with my local businesses that I can outsource, because it's sort of personal, you know. I need to know what's going on in the town, and but that, again, Amanda will help me with that. So I don't want to take on a lot more little clients. I want to go big now. So the digital marketing clients, you know, we sell them, and these guys will build them out, and you're looking at like retainers of about $1,000 a month for these awesome messenger marketing bots. So anyway, I think that just about covered it. Thank